Welcome to the 7-step customer attraction formula. This is a course for beginners. So, if you are a beginner online, if you're a beginner on social media, or if you are a business beginner, this is for you. Let's dive into the content. What you will learn in the following hour is how to set up your social media account. You will learn how to identify your target market. You will know how to identify your own brand. You will know how to identify your social media platforms. And we will talk about you as a brand. And you will learn how to get more social proof. And of course, how to promote and sell your products. So, a little about me. Have there ever been a time in your life where you felt as a loser? Well, I did that in 2019. My business was going really, really bad. So I had to say to my wife, honey, we have to sell this house to pay out our debt. And that was really a bad day for me. I felt like a totally loser. And I have used a lot of time, more than 10 years on my business, and it wasn't a success. So in 2020, we have sold the house and we have moved into a great apartment and it looked bright again. And then, of course, COVID came and everything crashed. And I was in panic because I knew that if I had a job, it would be really, really unsecure because you could get fired from moment to moment. So I knew that there had to be something else I had to work on. And then I came across something called attraction marketing, the ability to attract people to you. And I was used to, well, hunt people down and try to sell them stuff. So for this was a really, really new idea for me. So it was really, really exciting. So I started from zero with attraction marketing. I had no proof, I had no social proof, I had no credibility. And I invested really heavy in mentorship. I used a lot of money to invest in the right people to get more information about attraction marketing. And I started online and I founded Marketing Light Pro, which is my community where I teach people how to go online as totally beginners. And 6 months later, well, I had more visibility on social media. I had steady flows and sales came in. So I was doing the right things. And why should you listen to me? Well, I have more than 20 years experience with marketing and sales. I have a proven system that works for most people. And I made all the stupid mistakes so you don't have to. I'm quite honest and I'm really positive and I love helping people just like you that are interested in starting your own business online. So let's dive into lesson number one, your social media setup. This is a picture from my Facebook account, my professional Facebook account. And what you need to take a look at is your profile picture. Do you have a profile picture where people can see you? Or I use an avatar right here and right now. Most of the time I use my own picture, but right now I think it's really funny to use an avatar. You don't want a picture of you and your dog. You don't want a picture of you and your spouse. You don't want a picture of your kids. People need to see one person in the picture, and that needs to be you or your avatar. So that's your profile picture. And then there is the cover photo. At the top on Facebook, you have a cover photo. And that needs to be really, really positive, or at least tell people what you can help them with. Your bio is also really important. On Facebook, you don't need to have a long bio. You just need to tell people what you can help them with or what you do so people know exactly what you do. And of course, you need link to your products. And if you are right now and you're thinking, I don't have a product. Don't worry, we're going to talk about that later on in this course. But you need links to your product, and we're going to talk about that later. And maybe that's the most important thing is when you start a business online or startup online, you need to clean your profile. You need to remove all you have about politics, all you have about negative comments, all the negative stuff. You have to clean it out of your Facebook account because you want people to see you as a positive person. So go through your pictures, go through the post you made, go through it all and remove all the negative stuff. It's really, really important because when people come into your profile, they want to get attracted to you. You don't want to repel people. It's okay to have an opinion about politics, but don't use your Facebook account, or at least not your business Facebook account, for that stuff. This is a part of my social setup. And if you see this on Facebook, Instagram, Clubhouse, YouTube, and TikTok, you see I have a picture of me or my avatar. And of course, I have the same link on all my accounts. I have a lot of links, but it's really important to use the same link on all of your accounts so people don't get confused. And of course, in the ideal world, I would have the same profile picture on every account, but I am always testing out what works and what doesn't work. And I like to play around. So I use different avatars, I use different backgrounds on my pictures, and so on. So I'm always testing out. But at least you need to have the same link. And again, if you don't have a product right now, don't worry. We're going to fix that. Lesson two, your target market identification. That is really, really important. You need to pick your niche. If you are talking to everybody, you're talking to no one. It's really important that you know what kind of people you are talking to. So let's find out, what do you love to do? Do you have any hobbies? Do you have anything that you really, really, really love to do? Do you have a hobby that you can't stop talking about? It could be tennis, it could be golf, it could be anything nerdy stuff. Whatever it is, it has to be something you really love to talk about. And what kind of solution could you potentially give to your followers? Maybe you're not that far right now, but you need to start to think about what you can offer to your followers. I help people to get online as beginners, but it could be something totally different for you. So, what I would like you to do right now is actually stop this video right now and write down 10 topics that you really would love to talk about. This is your assignment right now. So, stop the video right now and write down 10 topics that you really would love to talk about. And after that, we keep moving. When you get a bit further down the lane, it would be a really good idea to broaden your niche. Maybe you are talking to people that are interested in stocks. You can talk a lot about that. You can make a lot of videos. You can make a lot of content about stocks. But eventually, you might burn out and get a bit bored and think, I don't have material for anything more. So, if you start by talking about stocks, and this is just an example, it could be about anything else, but if you start about stocks, talk about stocks, it would be natural to talk about investments eventually. And after that, you might be willing to talk just about money, because if people are interested in stocks, they are probably interested in investments, and of course, they are interested in money. So you can broaden your niche when you get a bit further down the lane. But right now, you just need to pick your niche and find out what you want to talk about. So you need to make it really easy for the algorithm on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, wherever you go, to find out what you do. So when the algorithm can find out what you do, they will push your content out to the right people. So if you started talking about stocks in one video, and then you start talking about your dogs, and then you talk about how to make a good pizza, uh, the algorithm would get really confused, and people out there will get really confused. So you need to pick a niche, and you have to stay in your lane and talk about that so people don't get confused, and the algorithm will help you to push the right content out to the right people. So that was about your niche. So let's talk about your target market. Who is your perfect customer? How old are they? Is it a woman? Is it a man? What is it? What problems do they face? What fears do they have? What challenges do they have? And desires and wants? What job do they have? What income? The family status, their hobbies, their sports. You need to hone down on who is your perfect prospect. What do they like? What do they dislike? And what keeps them up at night? So I have made an example here. You can see in the next slide. But right now, I need you to write down 10 questions that your perfect prospect often ask. So stop the video right now and write down 10 questions that your perfect prospect might ask. Okay, let's take an avatar example. And this avatar example, well, it looks a bit like my avatar, my perfect prospect. So let's dive into it. It's a family man. He's married, he has kids, he's about 40 to 50 years old. He has a really boring job, a 9 to 5 job. He's honest, he's trustworthy, and he's positive. And that is really important for me that people have those things here, because if I am going to work with people, I need them to be honest, I need them to be trustworthy, and I would of course love if they were positive. And well, it's the way I am, so I want to work with people that are that way. And he's working from paycheck to paycheck, and money problems, it keeps him up at night. How can he afford the things he wants to give to his kids? How can he take his wife out traveling? They want to go on vacations, but it takes money. It all takes money. So that keeps him up at night. And he really, really dislikes rude people, and well, he dislikes boring stuff. And he would really like to pay other people to do all the boring stuff, but he don't have the money right now. He lives in the US. He has a passion for soccer and sports. And why is that important to me? Well, because I have a passion for soccer. So, of course, I would love if my perfect prospect, my target market, had the same interest, so we could talk about that too. And he wants to travel more. He has dreams about his own business. And he's a bit confused about all this social media, how to start a business, and how to take a look at all those social media platforms. So he's a bit confused. So this is my avatar example. Yours can be totally different, and I would advise you to write down your perfect prospect, your target market avatar. Write it all down. Maybe you want pictures on it. How does he look? Where does he live? How does his house look like? And all these things, and put it down. It's really, really important, because when you start making content, you can start talking to the right people, so you will eventually attract them to you. So let's go to lesson 3, and that is your personal brand identification. What problems do you solve for your customer and for your clients? And that is much, much easier when you know your niche. We have talked about that. You know your target market and your perfect prospect. It would really, really be more easy when you can find those and find out what do you solve for your clients and customers. What can you help them with? If you're really, really good at tennis, maybe you can make tennis videos about the technique on how to make a serve or something else. There are so many possibilities. And think about the value you can provide, and how would you like to be perceived by your customer. Right now, you might be thinking, I'm not an expert. I don't know anything. I don't know much. I don't know enough to teach people. But I can tell you a secret. You know enough. You don't have to be an expert, because there will always be people that know less than you. If you're good at tennis or semi good, there will always be people that haven't started playing tennis and they want to know about that. So you will always have the possibility to teach people that are two steps behind you. You don't need to be an expert. Maybe you will be an expert eventually, but right now you don't need it. So find out your signature introduction. And if you don't know what that is, well, go in and Google it. Google it. It's really about honing down to what are you doing, who you are, and what you can help people with in one sentence. It might take you some time to do this, but try to write it down in one sentence. What can you help people with? I help confused people to go online. I don't have to say anymore because that's what I do. So try to find a signature introduction and practice it. And then you have to find out what is your core values, what is your passion. And to help you out, I have some core value examples here. You can just take a screenshot with your phone and you can take a look at this later on. But you have to maybe pick two or three of these words. There are many more words. You can go on Google and make a search on core values. You will find a ton of core values. But find out, are you proactive, are you charming, are you winning, are you whatever. Mine is, my biggest here is energy, because energy is so important, I think. So find your core values and write them down and think about always presenting them in the stuff that you make, in the content that you make. So that was your core values. And there are actually three kind of brands. There are your company brand, there are your product brand, and there are your personal brand. Your brand on your company is, what is the company all about? And in this company, you have a product brand. And the most powerful thing, if you ask me, is your personal brand. You always want to make a personal brand. And I have a really good example here. This is Warren Buffett. He is really, really a strong personal brand. I'm sure you know him. And if you don't, well, go and Google him. He is really, really well known in the business field. But what is his company called? I didn't know. I really didn't know. I had to go on Google and press Warren Buffett, what is his business, just to find out. It's actually Berkshire Hathaway. I didn't know. His personal brand is so strong. People even, they don't even know, they don't want to know, they don't need to know his business, because he is so strong in his personal brand. So that is really important, that you start building your personal brand. So how could you get started? Well, you could start about thinking about, what do you want to show people? Is it optimism? Are you friendly? Are you creative? Are you trustworthy? Are you peaceful? Whatever. These are the colors. This is a mood board when you can see all the colors. I have chosen the orange because it's friendly, it's cheerful, it's confidence, and I have chosen the blue because it adds trust to people. But for you, it could be some other colors. It's not that important, but you need to start thinking about what you want to show people when you start to make your logo. You need a logo at some point, maybe not right now, but later on you need a logo. And you don't have to go and get panicked about that right now. You can go to canva.com. You can make your own quite nice logo there for free, or you can go to fiverr.com and make somebody else make it for you. It's really not a big investment. So think about your logo. It's not the important thing right now. The important thing is to find out what do you stand for, who is your target market, who can you help, and so on. But eventually, you need a logo, and you need to find out what kind of colors, what brand colors do you need for your logo. So let's talk about social media. And it's really easy to get confused about social media, because you have Facebook, you have Instagram, you have Pinterest, you have Clubhouse, you have TikTok, you have YouTube, you have LinkedIn, you have Twitter, and that's not even called Twitter now, it's called X, and you have a lot of platforms. So if you're confused on where to start, I get it. I totally get it, because when I started, I heard all the experts say you need omni-channel presence, and that means you need to be on every platform. But when you're starting out, it's not possible. It's not possible to be on every platform. No, what you need to do is you need to keep it simple when you start out. You need to choose one platform. And maybe you have an idea about where your target market, where your perfect prospect is, but you don't need to panic, because if you go to TikTok, if you go to Instagram, if you go to Facebook, it really doesn't matter. It's true, if you want the really young people, you can go to TikTok, but there are also people on the age of 40 and so up, or even on Facebook, you get people that are young. But if you start making content, people will find you, and it really doesn't matter where you start, what platform you start out using. So start making content that can help people, that can make some curiosity, and really can find the real people that get attracted to you. So pick one platform when you start out, and find out, do you want to make video, do you want to make live video, or do you want to make audio, or do you just want to make posts on Facebook, on TikTok, whatever. I have to tell you a bit of a secret here. Video is king. So if you make video, you will absolutely get more traction. I have seen the tests that show that video gets up to 50% more attention than a dead post with text and a picture. So maybe you should think about making video. And I know it can be really intimidating to make video, and live video is really intimidating. When I made my first Facebook Live, I was so nervous, and it was about 2 minutes long. But when you have made about 20, 50, and so on, you don't think about it. It's not perfect. It's never going to be perfect, because we all learn along the way. But if you start making video, I can tell you, you will get some other results than if you only post on Facebook and Instagram. So think about making video, and you want to create curiosity about your products. If you start showing your products, you will ruin the curiosity. So if you really tell people what kind of benefits do your problem, not your problem, what kind of benefits do your products have, you will start creating curiosity. And if you go into stories on Instagram and Facebook and so on, and start showing the results that your products can give, People will get really curious. They will reach out to you and they will ask you, what kind of products do you use to achieve those results? And that is really the key point in attraction marketing. You want to promote your products, but don't want to show your products. And that is really, really important, that you don't pitch your products. People are so tired of getting pitched every day. It's the same on Facebook. If you see something and you reach out to people, don't pitch your product in the first line when you start reaching out to people. Be social on social media. Be interested in who is this person. Ask them what they do, where they live, and so on. Don't start by pitching your products. So it's really important, if you want to start with attraction marketing, that you start creating curiosity so people reach out to you, so you don't have to pitch all the time. And well, lead with value. Lead with value when you make posts and you make video and so on. Entertain people, educate people, do what you can to create something that people want to see, and they really create some kind of value for people. So that was a bit about how to act on social media. Lesson 5, it's all about you. You need to develop some skills in your field. If you know right now you have done the homework I gave you in the start of this video, you know exactly who you're going to talk to, and you know exactly what you are going to talk about. So right now you need to develop your skills. You need to follow experts. Go to Google, go to Instagram, go to Facebook, and find experts in the field you want to entertain or educate about. What are they doing? Look at them, find out what they're doing, and get some inspiration. I'm not saying that you have to steal from those people, but get heavily inspired, as I call it, and take some of their stuff and make it your own. And then you can get started really, really easy. Read some great books about the topics that you want to know things about, and read blog posts. And you need to invest in mentorship. Find someone that are where you want to be. Don't find someone that just claims to be something. No, find people that have shown that they are on the level you want to get up to, and then invest in mentorship. Will this be expensive? Probably. I have invested thousands of dollars in mentorship, but that's the only way you get ahead and you know really what to do. So think about that, because personal development is really key to success. When I started out, I went to YouTube, I went to Google, and I found a lot of information. But it's like finding a lot of pieces to the puzzle, but you don't have the picture on the box, so you can assemble this puzzle. So you need to find a mentor that can help you get the picture, so you can get all those different puzzles, all the parts, and put them together so you know exactly what to do to win this game. So learn, teach, repeat. That's all it's about. You need to learn what to do, teach people what to do, and then repeat the process, and you will get better and better and better. And eventually, they might see you as an expert. Even though you don't think you are an expert, people might see you as an expert because you know more than them. Lesson 6, your social proof plan. You need to be consistent on your social media, and you need to show your face. Maybe you need to be on video, maybe you don't want to be on video, but at least you need to post consistently. It's okay to post a couple of times a week if that's what you have time for, but don't post 5 days in a row and then move away from for 14 days. It's not gonna work. So you need to be consistent over a longer period, so people start noticing you and you start to get traction on your social media platform. So you need to be consistent. And of course, social media. There is a social in social media, so you need to be social. And even though you might be an introvert, you still need to reply to messages. If people message you, you need to reply. Of course, if they spam you with their business ideas, you don't need to reply to anything. You can just delete them and forget about them. But when normal people, as I call them, they write you a message, you need to reply, and you need to do it pretty fast, because the algorithm would actually read that you are a fast answer machine, and they will really do something good for you. So you need to reply to messages, and you need to start conversations. You need to get out and get more followers, get more people in your circle. So you need to start conversations. And maybe it's a good idea to develop your writing skills. I know right now you can use chat gpt, but it's always a good idea to write something for your own, use your brain to write some things. And well, you can of course use chat gpt to find some topics on what you want to write about or what you want to make videos about. But well, the human brain is still a great function, so use your own brains on this. um, and when you join a new group on Facebook, and I see that a lot, that people join groups and then they do nothing. If you want to get visibility, the biggest secret here is actually, if you go into a group and they accept you, or you just go into a group where you don't need acceptance, introduce yourself. Introduce yourself with a picture. Who are you? What do you do? What can you help people with? Don't pitch your product. No, introduce yourself. Be a human. Be a social human being and introduce yourself. That is really a great way to get traction and to get people to notice you. And of course, interact, have conversations. If you see a great post, don't just press the love heart. No, make a comment so people notice you. And speaking about comments and speaking about following people, I would really appreciate if you gave me a comment. Let me know your biggest aha moments if you have seen this video, and give me a comment if you like the video. Give me a comment if you dislike it. If you hate it, give me a comment. I don't care. I want to know what you feel. So you need to interact with people. And of course, ask questions. Be interested in other people's. Don't just pitch, pitch, pitch. Ask people questions. Where do you live? Where do you come from? What do you do for a living? Are you married? Whatever. Be interested in other people. So that is really the social proof plan if you want to build your network bigger on social media without having to pay for advertising, without having to pitch and repel people. The last lesson is about, well, it's about your products. And I have something I want to introduce to you. It's called the clamp model. It's developed by a guy called Jason Dames. He has built, bought, and sold multiple businesses himself. He has spoke and trained a lot of people in entrepreneurship, and he became financially free at the age of 31 and a millionaire at 33. So he knows what he's doing. So, what is the clamp model? Well, the C stands for complementary. That's a really hard word. I'm from Denmark, so I'm really trying to speak English here. It's complementary, I think. But you know what I mean. It's making some free stuff for people with no strings attached. Just to get them interested, to create curiosity. It can be YouTube videos, it can be live videos, it can be video content, it can be normal posts on Facebook, Instagram, or whatever you do. But you need to start creating some kind of curiosity, and then you want a lead. How do you get a lead? Well, you have some kind of lead magnet. You have something you can offer people for free. It can be a PDF. It can be a PDF called The 7 Ways to Start Your Own Business, The 7 Ways to Start Playing Soccer, The 7 Ways to Start Making the Best Pies in the World. Whatever it is, something that it's a no-brainer. People want this, so they grab this and they give you their email, because you want the email so you can write them and really try to sell them on the long pitch. And then you have an acquisition offer. It's less expensive, but it gives a lot of value. It could be when they get the free stuff, you can ask them if they want maybe some the world's best recipe, the world's best secret on something. I don't know, but think about what your acquisition offer could be, and then of course you need your main offer, and it can be group coaching, it can be a workshop or whatever, but it's the 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 really the place the what's wrong with me, it's really the place where you can get a high ticket offer and try to sell that. And then you have the most expensive, called your premium offer. It's really expensive. It could be a mastermind course. This course you are seeing right now, I actually took money for this back in the days, and this was only for the people that paid for this course. So you are actually right now getting a course that I took money for. So it's free for you. So I really hope you have some value from this, and let me know down here if you have value in the comments. And the premium offer could also be one-on-one coaching. So your sales funnel is going to look a lot of like this. You need to create awareness, show your content, show your videos so people notice you on social media. You want to reach your cold audience. That's what we do when we start out. You can create product curiosity, show the benefits of your products. Don't show your products. So you want people to ask you, what is it? What is it you have there? I want to know. I want that product. And then when people get interested, people engage, you can start conversations and you can start introducing soft sale on your products. And then when people get really, really hot and they commit to follow you, you can get into action mode. You can make the CTA, the call to action, and really try to sell them something. But because right now they are your super fans, they really want to see what you have. They are interested in your products and in what you do. So that is really the sales funnel that you're going to look for. And if you don't have a product right now, how can you make a product? Well, I have some ideas here. You can make educational videos you can take money for. You can make PDFs you can take money for. You can make a workbook, document templates, business templates, checklists, system template. You can make digital art if you are really good at that. You can make digital art people want to pay for, and you can put it on Etsy or whatever you want. Etsy.com, that's where I have my t-shirt shop. So you can really have a great shop there. You can make wall art if you're really good at that. You can make digital planners, and you can take a look at affiliate products, and that is really a good way to make money online. But that's not what we're going to talk about today. This is just ideas for you if you want to make a product. You can make affiliate courses if you know a lot about affiliate marketing. You can have physical products. If you have a tea store, a tea shop, shirt store, you can have those products and sell them out, or you can make your own products and sell them out. You can make an ebook and try to sell that, and you can have MLM products. And I have a combination of MLM products and affiliate products. And what I can offer you, if you want it, I can give you a free web shop with products that are sold in more than 160 countries. But if you want to know more about that, I have a link down here, and you can go in and see how you get your own free web shop. And it's really easy to start up. That way, if you don't have a product right now, you get a web shop, boom, right there with products, and all you have to do is promote it. So it's a bit affiliate, and it's also MLM. So you can make some good money on that. But if you want to know more, just go down and find the link under this video. So these are the product ideas, and there are thousands more. So if this is not enough for you, you can take a screenshot of this, go to Google and search for online business ideas, and I bet that there will be thousands of ideas for you. So it's it's really easy to get a product done, but it's of course you need to use a lot of energy to get it sold. And remember, if people don't pay, they don't pay attention. So you actually have to have some products that people will pay for. If you give it all away for free, if you make a lot of videos and a lot of content and it's all free, people don't pay attention. So how do you get started? Well, right now, if you don't have a product, I would advise you to find out what kind of product can you create. Of course, right now you know your niche, you know exactly who you are talking to and exactly what you can offer them if you have seen this video from the start. So right now, get ready to create your product unless you already have them. And then you might want to make a landing page for your lead offer. You can, if you don't have a landing page, it's really easy to make one. Go in and Google landing pages and find something that there is something called click funnels, and there are a lot of other ways to do that. So make this landing page so people go in there, they can see your free offer, and then you can grab their email address. You want their email address. It's still the best way, the cheapest way to get your message out to people. That's emails. So you want to start promoting to your landing page, and you need to use the social media you have decided to use. If it's Facebook, use that. If it's Instagram, use that. If it's TikTok, use that, and start promoting your free offer on your landing page to grab the email address. And then you can set weekly goals, you can set monthly goals, and you can set yearly goals. And that is really important, because if you set goals, there is a bigger chance that you actually will reach the target you want to reach. And make them achievable, make them something that you really can achieve. Don't, it's okay to reach for the skies, but sometimes you also need goals that you actually can reach. So set some goals for yourself. And if you don't have a product right now, create one. Or let me help you. Go down here and find the free web shop with products in, and you are started day one. And then I have a pro tip for you. If you want to be smart about this, and you go in and make something on ClickFunnels, a landing page on ClickFunnels or somewhere else, you always get a URL that is so long that it's really hard to promote. So you can actually go in and buy some really smart URLs. Of course, if you have a name that are unique, if you have a name that nobody else has, you need to buy the URL to your name. It's really important, so you have that for your entire company. When I started out, I wasn't smart, so I bought Marketing Light Pro. It's a great name, but it's not my name. So all my stuff are called Marketing Light Pro, but I would have preferred I just bought my own name, ericpraecius.com, and everything would be in that. But now my links are everywhere on YouTube, on Instagram, on Facebook, whatever. So it's really hard for me to change that out now. But buy your own domain. And then, of course, I have bought these smart URLs, because if you have URLs that are really, really long, you can go in and buy some URLs that are easy to promote, that are easy to say, and it's really a good idea. So think about that. Maybe that's not for you right now, but you can have it to on your to-do list later. So we have talked about your social media setup. We have talked about your target market identification, your personal brand, your social media setup. We have talked about how to brand yourself, your social proof plan, and your products and how to promote them. So, how do you get started now? Well, if you want to thrive right now, the secret of getting ahead is actually getting started. It's great to plan a lot. It's great to talk a lot about things. It's great to see a lot of education, find a lot of information on YouTube, on Google. But when it comes down to it, it's really getting started. So you need to start, you need to find out about your products, how to promote it, and take responsibility. Remove all negativity. I know that people will take a look at you when you start making videos. For example, they say, "Why are you doing that? You look stupid." Yes, you look stupid. I look stupid when I started making video. I look stupid now, but I don't give a, because if you don't get started, nothing will happen, and nothing will happen. And I can tell you this: there will be people looking at you and saying you are stupid, but they will still be sitting in their couch in 2 years looking at Netflix when you've been running out and making money. So get started and don't think about what other people are saying. Remove negativity. Just stay focused on what you want, who you want to attract, and be disciplined. And remember to celebrate the small wins. And it can be really small when you start celebrating in the start. If you have made a list with your target market, go and celebrate that because you have achieved something that most people will never start doing. So remember to celebrate the small wins and be open to get a mentor and listen and learn. It's really important that you are open to learning new stuff. And if you have seen all this video, you are on your way. So what's next for you? Well, you need to find out what skills do you need, what kind of membership do you need? Find someone that are exactly where you want to go. Can you afford it now? Maybe not. But then you can work on getting some money in the bank, and then eventually you can afford a mentor that really can push you and move you to the next level. Find out what tools do you need, what do you need to make a landing page, what tools do you need to sell your products, and so on. Find out what tools you need, how much money do you need to invest in yourself. And that is really the best investment you can make. It's invest in yourself, because all the knowledge you get, you will always have that knowledge. And find out how willing are you to work for your success. Will you use 2 hours a week? Will you use 2 hours a day? Will you use 10 hours a week? Find out what you will use and be consistent with it. So I would say that it's a good idea if you leave this world with memories and not dreams. Thank you for watching, and go down here, find the links to get started your journey online, and give me a follow, guys. Give me a follow. Have a great day. If you saw the whole video, this is for you. This is a hidden little gem. I want to just show you how a really simple funnel can look like. So this is your funnel. First of all, you have your social media, you have your post or your video, you have your landing page, and you grab the email, or you make a sale. First of all, like we talked about, you need to choose your platform. Is it going to be Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, or whatever? But you got to choose your platform. And when you have the platform in your funnel, you're going to make a video, you're going to make a post, and that is to create curiosity about your product. So when people click on your post or on your video, you have your landing page. And as we talked about, you can find a place to make a landing page for your offer. And when you have your offer, you grab their email list or you make a sale. And if you have their email list, it is quite possible over a period of time to send emails and then eventually make a sale. So it's really important that you collect emails, because the real power is in your email list. So I hope that you are going to create your product. And if you don't have a product, I hope that you are ready to make a product, make a landing page, start promoting, and then collect email addresses and eventually make sales. I hope that you had some value from this hidden little gem. Have a great day.